Hey, welcome to Half the Battle, and welcome back to Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair. Last time, I regret to inform you, Ibuki sang her last song, and it was number 1 with a bullet. Well, no, she got hanged, but you know what that means. And it was very, very sad. But Sayonji also died, so, swings and roundabouts. Christ, I'm celebrating the death of a child. Anyway, we are now investigating their 2 deaths. So let's do it to it. Okay, we've already investigated the whole stage, so we don't have to do that anymore, but now we have to investigate the rest of the place. The shattered remains of a machine are spread all over the floor.
I see.
This appears to be a surveillance camera unit.
This, too, must be the will of causality.
Kazuichi put it in the music venue for communication purposes. Why is it destroyed like this? Perhaps criminal psychology is at play here? What do you mean?
Well?
Even if they know they are not being recorded, there is no way the killer would tolerate committing a murder in front of a camera. There's cameras all over the place, honey. That's kind of the Danganronpa thing.
Fine.
So that is why they destroyed the camera. Seems plausible enough. They'd hesitate to murder someone in front of a camera, and that's why the killer destroyed this? Then what was that thing I saw? I don't remember what thing we saw, so... Also, gentle reminder, the venue is still called the Titty Typhoon. Yep, grisly murder scene, Titty Typhoon. This game goes places. I need a little more time until the autopsy results are ready. So, can you talk to me a little later? Sure thing, honey. I'm so sorry for being slow with it. Please don't kill me. She definitely doubts me. By the way, another reason I'm glad that Sayonji's dead. I hated doing her voice. And that's also why I'm sad Ibuki is dead, because I love doing her voice.
Anyway.
When we broke down this door, the killer was still in. I think we've already done this. Yeah, we talked to everybody already, so now it's just investigating the thing. There's a door that says staff only. Looks like the inside is a storage room. Well, staff only, can't go in there. I might as well investigate in here too. Hajime, just no respect for the rules. Oh good, he's back. In the first case, he was in a storage room with me too. And he ended up planning the murder, but not committing it. I'm just gonna ignore you entirely for the moment. You can see your whole body in this huge full-length mirror. It's probably used for checking costumes. With a mirror this big, it'd be easy to check how you look. Yes, that's what mirrors do. There's carpeting, wallpaper, and paint on the shelf. It's probably used for stage decorations. This thick, black paper that's folded up on the lower shelf. It looks like wallpaper. There are a lot of stickers pasted all over the front and side of this wallpaper. And this edge of the wallpaper. It looks a little torn. It's already torn. Used to be. But what does this mean? That's the stuff that was on the pillar, right? The pillar that has Sayonji on it? Oh look, a banjo. There's a lot of different musical instruments lined up here. I know about guitars and drums, but there are also instruments and machines that I've never seen before. It's a banjo! But they don't look like they pertain to the case. Well, unless the Honky Tonk Man was the killer, you'd be right. There's a lot of stickers with the venue's logo placed here. It's like they made a bunch of them and had too many left over. It feels somewhat depressing. Compared to last time, it feels like there are less stickers than before. Am I overthinking this? Was I ever in here? I generally don't remember. Okay, anything else? No, which means... Hi, Nagito. Nagito, did you come here to investigate the storage room too, or just to annoy the piss out of me? I just wanted to confirm what you were thinking. Is that it, or is he trying to stand guard here? Again.
Hey.
So how about it? Did you find any clues? No comment. The tipped over stepladder on the stage, the duct tape behind binding Hayoko. That probably all came from this storage room. There might be other things from this storage room that they used for the crime. You always pretend to give me hints, but in the end you're just going to be on the killer side, right? Oh, I'm not siding with the killer, you know. I'm just on the side of whoever acts in the name of hope. That's all there is to it.
What?
That's the main reason why this case is really special. Huh?
Man.
But I can't say for certain, though. What is this guy saying? As usual, he's not making any sense.
Hajime.
By the way, Hajime, I still don't quite understand the details of what happened.
Right?
Hey, if you can explain it to me in detail, I think I'd be able to give you some more useful information. Really? You might have ended up confusing us again instead. You don't want to find the truth, you just want to make us suffer.
How mean.
That's not true. I'm doing this because I believe for everyone's sake. It's for everyone's sake. Oh well. For the sake of everyone's hope, I'd gladly become the enemy and I won't even mind when I die. Trust me, dude, no one will.
Damn it.
That's the main reason why I can't overlook this case this time. Huh? What does that mean? Regardless, I guess you're not gonna tell me, huh? Then it can't be helped. I guess I'll just rely on my gut feelings. Gut feelings?
Hey.
You should come by later too. I'll go there first and wait for you. Where exactly are you talking about? Well, obviously, the movie theater. After he said that, Nagito walked out of my sight. Thank Christ. Well, actually, the bag over Ibuki's head did come from the movie theater, so... He's not wrong, he's just an asshole. Movie theater? Why the sudden interest in the movie theater? I guess that's everything important in this storage room. I guess I should go back to the music venue. And so we shall. Alright, with this we might be close to finished investigating the music venue. Okay, that sentence confused me a bit, but it is correct. But I still need to talk to Mika. I need to make sure I get those autopsy results from her. Yeah, she said come back later like 2 minutes ago, but I'm sure while we were in the closet she was, you know, doing the probing and the prodding. How about it, Mikan? Have you found anything by now? Deep breaths. Pretend you're in bed with me again. To tell you the truth, it's been very inconclusive.
You got it wrong!
But it's not my fault. This music venue is just too hot. I gotta dance, baby. Because of the heat, I can't estimate the time of death. Because of the heat? Is that possible? If a body is overexposed to heat or cold, you won't be able to determine a precise time of death. I see, that might have been the killer's goal. They covered up their time of death by using the heater to make the inside of the music venue hot. But that's weird.
But...
Even if this heat is the killer's doing, is there any reason for them to cover up the time of death? I agree. As long as I saw it, it should be clear what order the murders occurred. First was Ibuki, then Hiyoko. And as long as this is an imitation murder, there shouldn't be any mistake in the order of the murders. The what now? Huh? Imitation murder? See, this time him repeating everything actually makes sense.
Huh?
Huh? You don't know, Hajime? I thought everyone already knew.
See?
It's a murder where the killer uses a creative work, like a song or a film, as an outline for their killings. This one was based on Asterix and Obelix Go to Caesar. It's so common in detective novels, mangas, and video games that you start to get annoyed by it. She's my meta girl, isn't she? How would an imitation murder be related to this murder? Well, based on the killing order and the way they're killed, it's clearly an imitation of that movie, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. That movie?
Good instincts.
The assumption is an imitation murder is the reason why the killer killed 2 people. The goal was an imitation killer. Even so, why did they feel the need to do something like that?
Do you have a minute?
Excuse me, is this really an imitation of that movie? Then is it possible that one more person might have been killed? Well, we've seen everybody except Coach Nekomaru, but he's indisposed. Or maybe he's the killer, I don't know yet, but...
This, too, must be the will of causality.
It's certainly conceivable. If the killer wishes to complete the imitation... Hold on a sec. What are you all talking about? An imitation murder? One more person might have been killed? Are you guys worried there's gonna be another victim? Then no worries. Things would get out of hand too fast if a bunch of people could be killed at once. I'm a real cautious fella, so I've prepared a perfect countermeasure. On this killing school trip, the same blackened can only kill a maximum of 2 people. Now he tells us.
Huh?
You mean you've added another rule?
Yep.
Well, if killing everyone at once is okay, the blackened would be able to secure an easy victory, right?
Yeah.
This new rule will prevent that. Make sure you slam it into your tiny brains. If it is a maximum of 2 people, then there will not be any more killings. Since you're here anyway, can I ask you one more thing? Oh, she's going Columbo on him. You know, I just want to confirm one of the class trial rules. I see. As expected of you, you're very strict about games.
Perhaps.
I don't want to consider this possibility at all, and I don't even want to think someone would do this. If 2 cases occur at once, what happens if there are 2 killers?
So...
Like I said, I'm talking about the possibility that Ibuku and Hiyoko were killed by 2 different people. Oh, snap! That would mean that 2 killers exist at the same time, but we can only vote for 1 person, right?
I am concerned.
If we can only choose one based on a majority vote, then the other person would certainly achieve victory.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right.
See?
So what happens in that case? What about a case where there's 3 incidents instead of 2? Or 4 incidents overlap one another? In 4, then most of us would be dead. There'd be like 2 people left.
Silence!
Shut up! Spoilers? It's okay, I'll make extra sure something like that never happens.
Hey,
Meaning, two killers can't exist at the same time, so it's safe to say that applies to this case too, right?
Wow.
Ah,
I don't like this.
alright, fine, that's right. There's always one killer at any given time. That was not the case last game. Because in the case with the two dead people at once, both Hifumi and Celeste were the killers. Only Hifumi got himself killed before he could go to trial, so... I mean, it's possible that's the same thing here. One of the girls killed the other, and then a third person killed the other. We'll find out in time. Even if they had an accomplice, I'd have you figure out who the mastermind is. Ah, plugging up that plot hole from game 1, huh?
This is kind of depressing.
Man, I ended up giving you a huge hint. She made me say it. Gamer brains are not to be underestimated. I should just shut up and go back to my cave. I see, so there's no possibility for two killers to exist at the same time. With this, I guess that narrows things down a little. Kind of? Yeah, but not really. We're still looking for one killer.
yep.
That makes things a little easier.
Fine.
Plus, if the same killer can kill a maximum of 2 people,
Face your powerlessness!
it means a third victim would be impossible. Imitation murder breakthrough! You guys keep saying that and it sounds strange to me. What do you guys mean by imitation? Could it be you haven't seen it? Seen it? Seriously, seen what?
So...
Like I said, that movie.
Oh my!
When we first explored this island, Monokuma was passing out invitation tickets. Then the imitation is...
Good instincts.
Of course, it's an imitation of that movie.
Well,
Well, based on the murders this time, it closely resembles that movie, as if they are copying it. As if they copied the movie. I'm gonna have to see this thing, aren't I? I see Nagito mentioned something about that. Son of a bitch. Yeah, we're flashing back. Yeah, blah blah blah, Nagito's an asshole, blah.
you...
I see, so you haven't seen it. Still, it's not too late, I think. It's probably a good idea if you watch that movie before the class trial ends. Looks like I need to do that. Then I should get going too. There are other places I want to investigate. Where do you go? Where do you intend to go next, Chiaki? Probably the hospital, for sure. The first victim, Ibuki, was there. I don't know what was going on at the hospital in the first place.
You are right.
Thanks to that despair disease, we could not go there for some time. She's right. It might be good for me to investigate the hospital too. There might be some clues related to Ibuki's death. For clues related to Hyoko's death, I should try going over to the motel. There's still a lot of things I can do before the class trial. Oh, Christ. I'll definitely give it my all until the end. Okay. Why are you two still here? It's very difficult to estimate the time of death.
You got it wrong!
But it's, she already, even Hajime is like, yeah, you already said that, calm down.
But...
Yeah, the rest is the same. You've got something to say, Akane? Just a little bit more time, and I'll be back to my old self. This ain't like me at all. Alright, she was still crying over Coach Nekamaru. Okay, let's GTFO. And It's GTFO again. Okay, we're doing the motel first because that's where I accidentally ran to first. Ooh, I'm gonna check on the pet too. See if he's done any poopies. Nope. Well, I guess it's a she, but... I just remembered, I never went inside any of the rooms in the motel. Plus, I don't even know where Hiyoko's room is. It might be faster to just ask someone. You mean actually have someone else do the job for me for once? What spur of madness is this? This isn't Danganronpa at all!
So you have appeared.
You're here, right? Come on out. Huh? Are you talking to me? I can see you. Did you really think you could hide your presence like that? Oh, he's off in a world of his own, isn't he? I wasn't trying to hide in the first place. Hey, which room was Hiyoko staying in?
Listen well.
Opens the door to the center room. However, are you prepared? Make sure you pray to whatever god you hold dear, and you might want to bring an extra pair of underwear. I wonder, how does this guy talk to his parents and teachers? I don't think he does. I think they all very quietly back out of the room when he tries. Hey, short round.
Damn right.
Hey, Hajime, can you explain it to me again? What happened when you first discovered Ibuki's body? Well, the guy streaming this cried a lot. It was embarrassing. It was the same as when I found out with you guys. Ibuki's body was hanging from the baton lighting. However, there was no body discovery announcement made. That's why I went to get you guys. I met up with Chiaki at this motel. Just to get her. Don't read anything into that. Can't be seen sleeping with more than one person at the same time. And when we were about to go back to the music venue...
I get it.
You met up with Mikan and me. And when we went back to the music venue, the entrance door wouldn't open for some reason.
I see.
So we had no choice but to break down the door, and discovered Hyoko's body was suddenly there too. Yeah, that's what happened.
Hey!
This is the most important part. When you arrived at the motel, who else saw you besides Chiaki? Well, there was Count Facula over there. As I recall... Oh, Christ, and her. Yeah, flashback crap. Blah, 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 blah. Go away. Besides Chiaki, I also saw Gundam and Manami, unfortunately.
I see.
I see. So Kazuichi and Sonia didn't appear, huh? Do you think those two are suspicious? Kazuichi always. If Nagito wasn't here, he'd always be my number one suspect.
Like...
Well, Hiyoko was killed. Between the time you saw Ibuki's body and when we broke down the door, right? So obviously those two are the most suspicious since they weren't with us. They weren't even among us. So they're a little sus. That might be it, but... While we're at it, let me tell you my alibi too. When the morning Monokuma announcement woke me up, I went straight to the hospital. I saw Mikan panicking in front of the hospital. I asked her what was going on, and she said Ibuki disappeared. So you guys split up and looked for Ibuki, huh?
Well, yeah.
While we were circling the island, we came to the motel and saw you guys there. Did you see anyone else while you circled the island?
Well...
No, we went to the movie theater and that street full of machines to look for Ibuki, but we didn't see anyone. Are you implying I don't have an alibi because I didn't run into anyone? It's unreasonable for you to doubt me. Says the Yakuza. Yeah, I know he's reforming, what with the apology and gutting himself and all, but still. That might all be four-dimensional chess or something. The time that Mikan and I were on our own looking for Ibuki wasn't very long. In that short time, there's no way I could have killed Hiyoko and wrapped her body around the pillar with duct tape. It's true, I feel like there wasn't enough time to do that after I left the music venue, which raises the question about how the fuck that happened. But the fact is Hiyoko was killed and we did discover her body.
Huh?
What? Do you still doubt me?
Jeez.
Well, I'm used to it. It's true I've done things that I deserve to be doubted for. So don't worry, even if you doubt me, I don't plan on dismembering you and encasing you in concrete. Oh, thank you! Thank you for your kindness, Fuyuhiko-san! I'd want to know in advance what I'd have to do to end up like that. Fuyuhiko's account. Okay, so do I actually go inside, or... I guess not. Fuck me, then. Looks like it's locked, but... Oh, yeah, we had the key. The key was inside her kimono. Maybe if I use this. What do you mean, maybe? It opened, just as I thought. This key was Hiyoko's room key. Alright, I should go inside. God damn, it stinks in here. So, Hiyoko was staying here. Looks pretty fancy for a motel. She only stayed here a few nights, so it doesn't really feel like her room. I can hardly smell her at all. I feel a little conflicted. Oh, hi, someone.
Oh my!
Huh? Did the door open? Yeah, Hiyoko put the key in her kimono, so I used that to open... Wait. Did you come in after me then, or were you locked in this room somehow? It's a little confusing. I assume she just followed me in. I see. What, did something happen? No, it is just... I am starting to believe it might be my fault. Her fault? What does she mean? Yeah, you got some explaining to do. The moment Hiyoko came to this motel, she completely shut herself in this room. She was afraid of the despair disease, so she was she was afraid of the despair disease, so she was cautious of you guys too, right?
However...
Her fear of the disease was not the only reason she locked herself in her room. She had another reason. Go on. Besides that disease, what other reason would make her lock herself in a room?
Perhaps...
Her kimono. Her kimono? Yes, her kimono. Do you repeat everything I fucking say? Yesterday, I went to go talk to her. Since she had been in her room for some time, I told her it might be good for her to go outside for a bit. She kept the door to her room locked, but by coincidence, it was not locked at that time. And then, I saw it. Jesus Christ, do her legs go up to her armpits? Hiyoko was crying and struggling with her kimono sash. She did not want to smell bad, so she took a shower, but then she could not tie her sash anymore. Let's not even contemplate that, Rainy Day Man. Mihiru is no longer with us, so I believe she was having trouble with it. She didn't leave her room because she couldn't tie her kimono. Oh, kimono, huh?
You are right.
The others might have thought it was just a silly sash, but it must have been a serious issue for her. Hiyoko told me that she learned how to tie her sash from Myru. That Myru kindly taught her the basics. That's why she wanted to be able to tie her sash on her own.
Perhaps.
She probably could not forgive herself for not being able to do it, especially since Maru taught her. I could not really understand her feelings, which is why I said what I did. What did you say? That she should come as she was, as she were, as she wants to be.
Hyoko, by chance, are you having trouble wearing your kimono?
No, I just really have the shits, can't you tell?
Stupid! What are you saying? Of course I can do it! Because Mahiru taught me. That's why I can do it on my own.
If that is the case, how about you do it someplace where there is a mirror? Do you remember the full-length mirror in the storage room at the music venue?
Oh, snap, she sent her there. She sent her to her death.
If you do it while standing in front of a large mirror, I am confident you will be successful. Also, shutting yourself in your room like this may be bad for your health.
And that is when she kicked me out.
It cannot be!
Could it be Hyoko remembered that? Are you saying she went to the music venue to wear her kimono? I can see that happening. Hyoko locked her room and made sure she put the room key inside her kimono. I can't imagine that she was abducted by someone. If so, that's weird. Hey, did you tell anyone about that before the incident, or was someone listening in on your conversation? I never told anyone, and I do not believe anyone was listening in on our conversation. Nobody knew except Sonia. Oh, shit. If that's the case, how did the killer know Hyoko was going to the music venue? Not Sonia, I like her. I really shouldn't like anybody because everybody just ends up dying, but still, something's wrong. Sonia's account. So do I have to look at stuff in here too? There's a mirror, but it's so small and rusty. I thought it was a window. There's no way anyone can use this. Oh, now it's the black thing. You know, usually windows reflect. I don't see anything else that looks suspicious. There's no sign that someone made a mess of her room, and I don't think she was forcibly abducted. I feel like I couldn't really find any important clue. Oh well. Yeah, still, there was something else there. But... Ah!
No.
Yes! Ching ching! Yeah, I thought you had to see it to be able to click it, but nope. Let's, reluctantly check her bed. The bed isn't messed up. Sure smells like pee, though. It doesn't look like she was abducted in her sleep. Yeah, we're done here. Okay, Tweedle fucking Tweedle fucker, I'm out of here. Running, 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 running. Nope, don't need to be there. What does that say? I can't really read it? Bet it's an Easter egg. Oh, crap. Well, this is inevitable. let's all go to the lobby, get ourselves a
Hello there.
asshole. Well, hello there, Hajime. I knew you'd come here. Yes, the game is forcing me to. That means you noticed it too, huh? The case this time is an imitation case, which the killer used that movie as their team. I wouldn't know, I haven't watched that movie yet. Remember, you were there?
I see.
Then you really should watch this movie first.
Hey!
Manager, customers here.
Did you call me?
Oh, goody, they're an item now. Yes, did you call me?
What?
Hajime's the customer? Do you have a problem with that? Because I don't really need to see it. No, in fact, I'll be going now. Yes. Oh, so tired. See ya.
What are you gonna do?
And you said you didn't want to watch it, but I knew you wanted to see it all along. If that's what Tsundere Hajime looks like, then you're a really tough guy. Funny, because I used to work with Tsundere in the second Lady J episode last week. Wait, shit, no I didn't. I'm gonna use it in next week's episode. Spoilers! These things start to run together, okay? You were so devoted to being Tsundere, you even bought a Monokuma sticker for $1.5 million!
Huh?
You paid $1.5 million for a sticker? It's nothing!
Listen up!
In exchange for not watching this movie, Hajime paid $1.5 million for a Monokuma sticker. Come on, since we're talking about it anyway, why don't you show it to Nagito? Yes, let's waste even more time. Stop it. But my resistance was in vain, and Monokuma reached into my pocket and took the sticker. Does he even have thumbs?
Ta-da!
See? It's this one. I'm sorry, I was born stupid.
That's...
You bought this for $1.5 million? Dude! But in the end, he's still gonna watch the movie. Yeah, so that deal's off, by the way, just saying. Who cares about that anymore? Just hurry up and give me an invitation ticket.
Here!
Okay, here you go. It already says so on the invitation ticket, but it's only effective today at this time. By the way, I can only give away one ticket per person. You only have one chance to watch it for free. I have a feeling that's gonna be important later. Somebody is gonna have an alibi based on the time they saw the movie or something. I've already stamped today's date onto the ticket, so you won't be able to cheat. And it's the 19th of the 4th? Hey, so it's April. Don't worry, I won't plan too much at once.
Look forward to it, okay?
Then I'll go prepare the projection reel. Please wait a bit, okay?
Hey,
Hajime, about that invitation ticket. I strongly recommend you keep that safe, dude. Huh? Why? No reason, just think of it as a protective charm. Yep, it's gonna come into play later, isn't it? Yep. I guess I should just wait until Monokuma finishes his preparations. I guess we should take a look at the goods corner. That reminds me, that item should be on top of the counter. Flashbacks, how we missed you. This one looks like a tote bag made of hemp cloth with a decal of Monomi's face on it. Oh, yeah, flashback, blah, blah, blah. If the tote bag is gone, that means...
What's this?
Whoa there! Were you interested in buying that tote bag? That isn't there?
Too bad.
Well, that's just too bad. It's already sold out. Who'd you sell it to?
You're so stupid.
There's no way I'd fall for that. There's no way I'd say something that'd reveal who the killer is. Yep. So That's a thing. So the killer bought it?
Shocking.
I remember you said there was only one because it's a limited item, right? It's not limited to one. It's more like it's limited to one person. What's the difference?
Hey,
When you buy one bag, you get another one free. It's a common practice to bait customers with bonus prizes. For some reason, hearing you say that pisses me off. I hate bonus deals. Monokuma's account.
well now.
Now then, I should forget that I carelessly made a slip of the tongue.
Now then.
Looks like the preparations are complete, so please enter the theater right away.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
This is exciting, exciting! You mean I don't have to talk to Admiral Asshole? Cool. Smell you later. This is gonna hurt, isn't it? I apologize for keeping you waiting. World-famous director Monokuma presents a stunning masterpiece that reduced American audiences to tears. The Wizard of Monami 2.5D will be screening shortly. From the title alone, I have a bad feeling about this. 2.5D, that sounds so half-assed.
Now then, please relax and enjoy the film!
I won't.
Monokuma was born in a remote village full of old people because the death rates outpaced the birth rates.
Well, at least it's voice acted. Saves me the trouble. Because I had to do it in his voice.
One day, Monokuma was swept up by a tornado created by a helicopter gunship during a routine military exercise, and was whisked away to Monami's country. Monokuma wanted to return to his homeland so he could go back to pestering the old people for change. So he began his journey to see the wizard Monami, who was rumored to grant any wish one desires. Along the way, he met a very loyal group of friends. Monokuma met a Monami scarecrow who was missing a brain. When he recommended that she commit suicide, the Monami scarecrow hanged herself and died.
Ah, so that's what it is.
He also met a Monami lion who was missing her courage, so he pumped her full of arrows.
That did not happen, though they
He
were
also met a
tied up.
Monami tin man who was missing a heart, so Monokuma sliced her into lumps of iron.
You know, I don't think this is a very faithful adaptation of The Wizard of Oz. I mean, where even is Toto?
After a lot of other stuff happened, Monokuma finally reached the wizard Monami, the great and powerful. Eventually, one thing led to another, and he started beating the crap out of Monami.
Okay, not gonna lie, that should have happened at the end of The Wizard of Oz, considering the wizard was a huge con man.
And in the end, he somehow usurped the kingdom from her. With this, Monokuma enslaved the old people, took their pensions, and lived the rest of his days in luxury.
But he was in another place and... Screw it! I'm not Film Brain, I'm not gonna critique the movie.
And he lived happily ever after. The end.
What? No after credit scene that introduces Nick Fury?
Phew!
Man, movies are the best. That drama was so moving that I needed 2 boxes of tissues, one for each head. Did he just say what I think he said? He did, didn't he? That's just a nope and moving on.
So,
Now then, let's meet again at the class trial.
bye-bye.
Nice one, Rainy Day Man. Indeed. DBZA abridged. Did I just say Dragon Ball Z abridged? Which technically they did when they did Kai abridged. I'm too disgusted to even let out a sigh right now. That's all I can say to describe the situation. Not gonna lie, after that 2 heads remark, seeing Nagito was actually somewhat of a relief. How was it? Actually, I don't even have to ask. I totally expected your reaction. That was honestly the worst movie I've ever seen, and I've seen Silent Hill. Is it even okay to call that a movie?
Well,
But thanks to that movie, now you know, right? And knowing is half the battle. Yeah. Just like you said, the characters who were killed in the movie match the victims in this case. Ibuki's death by hanging matched the Scarecrow's death in the movie. Not just that, but Hyogo's suspended body matches the lion's death too. Except, you know, no arrows. Her throat was cut.
but
It would have been a complete imitation if the killer killed 3 people, but it seems that wasn't possible. Pity, I would have loved to have seen you sliced into pieces. Perhaps the killer is upset about that right now, or if the killer's main goal was just an imitation murder, they should be upset about it, but I'm not sure if that's even true. The Wizard of Mami. So do I have to talk to him, or let's see if I can just get the fuck out of here? Oh, I can. Good. What? Oh, no, that's the bridge. Okay, this is the final place, I think. One of my favorite people and one of my least favorite people.
Well,
I feel like I haven't been here in a while, even though it's only really been a few days. It's been weeks, thanks to my streaming schedule. Hey, you prepared that surveillance camera unit, right?
hey, hey!
Yeah, so? I didn't make any weird modifications or anything. It's not like I'm suspicious or anything. I'm not on trial here. Yet. Didn't you get this from that shady-looking alley where all those machines were lined up?
Right!
Yeah, I just tweaked it a little. Then if there are other surveillance camera units, would it be possible to transmit a signal to the hospital from those cameras too?
Man.
No, that's impossible. Originally, surveillance cameras and surveillance monitors are only used as part of the same unit. The video that was filmed with the hospital camera can only be viewed on the hospital monitor. The video that was filmed with the music venue camera can only be seen on the music venue monitor.
Hey,
But if I left it like that, we wouldn't have been able to communicate, so I decided to swap cameras. So that's how you guys were able to view the hospital footage from the music venue and vice versa. However, each surveillance camera unit manages its broadcast based on a specific number. So even if you bring the same model camera or monitor, you won't be able to interfere with the signal. Meaning, even if another surveillance camera exists, it'd be impossible to broadcast with it.
huh?
However, I didn't just swap the cameras. I modified them and increased the wireless range. If I hadn't done that, we wouldn't have been able to use it. You're right, you did work on that. Okay, since I'm only doing an hour because of the Eurovision Song Contest, we're gonna end the gaming portion of the stream right now, so we have a little bit of time to have a chat. Let me just... okay, so I haven't tried this before, but if I minimize the game, it still shows up on Twitch. That's good. So we're ending the recording.